I didn't realize your influence extended beyond the operating room. How did you line this job up for me in Chicago?
Well, what makes you think I had anything to do with it?
I have my sources.
But you got some national coverage from the lives you saved in the Forest Hill fires. I'm sure the job offer resulted from that.
But it doesn't make sense that I would be offered a job as an athletic director in Chicago based upon my work as a paramedic in Port Charles.
Frank, you were a football star at Notre Dame. Colleges love to hire prominent people onto their staff. It helps with the fundraising efforts.
But you told him about me, didn't you?
It fell into my lap. You know, it was an opportunity. I was playing golf with an old friend the other day, and he kept going on and on about what a difficult time the athletic director search committee was having, and I mentioned you.
As simple as that.
I was happy to do it. No big deal.
No, on the contrary, it is a very big deal to me. I don't believe this.
Look, you tampered with Kevin Collins' IV line to torpedo Karen. Just admit it.
Karen is perfectly capable of sabotaging herself.
You know I didn't open up that IV line.
No, I don't know that. I am aware that since your husband dumped you, you've been blaming everyone else for your problems. All right, get off of me, will you? Okay. Rocky Balboa routine's getting old.
Why did you do it, Chris? Huh? Was it personal, or did you just want me out of the way of the Quartermain residency?
Don't flatter yourself, honey. I know who my competition is, and it certainly isn't you. Oh, open your eyes, Scanlon. She wants the residency as bad as anyone. She still has a shot if she can pin the blame on someone else. Look, I'm going to say it nice and slow so you both can understand. If you start spreading lies that I put Kevin Collins' life in danger, I will go straight to Dr. Quartermain and have you both up on charges.
Dr. Curtis, 5517. Dr. Fitzmaurice, 5517.
Lucy, you just couldn't stay.
You're gonna be okay, aren't you?
I'm gonna be fine. I'm a tough cookie. Tough cookie. Nothing to worry about. Everything's gonna be fine.
Promise?
Let me tell you something. Everything is gonna be fine. I'm gonna be fine. You have nothing to worry about. I am gonna be around for a long, 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 long time to take care of you. I stepped on little Sherry here, and I'm trying to fix this before Serena gets home.
Well, maybe you better wait, to fix her when you feel better.
I feel fine, and nobody's gonna know any different.
Yeah, well, you don't look fine, pal. Something's definitely wrong.
Lucy, I am the picture of health.
Yeah, right, a picture by Picasso. Listen, pal, you gotta be examined, okay? You saw things, you had hallucinations. We have to figure out why.
Well, I'm not sure I want to know.
What if it happens again?
What if it doesn't?
So that's it? You're just gonna ignore this?
I am not going to the hospital, all right? You, Rhonda, Eve are the only ones that know, and that is how it's gonna stay.
I really think you're a wonderful father, and you are a lawyer unparalleled, but sometimes you can be a true pinhead.
Listen, if this little doll starts talking to me, then I'll reconsider.
Scott, what if something is seriously wrong with you?
I'm fine. It's over.
Can you just think about Serena? You need to think about Serena for a minute here.
Think about Serena? That's all I do is think about Serena. Would you look at this? You see this? This is wills. This is trust. This is insurance forms. I double-check the windows 20 times a night, okay?
I know. Me too. Okay, sorry. Listen, all right. Why don't we go over everything that happened before you got sick, like step by step, that led up to that. Let's think, okay?
I have.
Listen, let's do like an unusual event. Maybe you can come with something out of the ordinary that happened. Think.
I went to the hospital. Karen came over. Eve came over. That's it.
Did you eat anything? Some bad cheese, you know. Food poisoning could cause this, maybe.
Rhonda brought me a pitcher of water. And there were fish swimming in this pitcher. Now, do you think that was bad cheese?
We sure could use Kevin about now, huh?
Victor?
I woke you. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. I wasn't sleeping.
I like your room. This is nice.
Well, the credit actually goes to Lucy and her decorator.
Are you?
I'm fine. I'm on the mend. Sit down. Actually, I'm glad you came by. I was going to drop in and see you. Did you have your lunch?
Fish today. No species I know.
How are you?
Alive. You pulled me out of that fire.
Frank Scanlon did his share, too.
Yes. But
Victor, you don't have to thank me.
all my life, I've run away from people, from places, everything. But you, no. Monk doesn't run. Never. Not you.
Victor.
I'm proud of you, Monk.
All right, so maybe you didn't intend to put a person's life in danger.
But you opened up Kevin's IV line. You lowered his head, and you waited for someone to come around and correct my mistake. And if they didn't, you would have arrived conveniently to fix it yourself.
While pointing the finger at Karen the whole time.
Oh, wow, you two have quite an act. You should take it on the road. And you should look in the mirror and put the blame on the person it really belongs to. You know something? It's ironic. You both have such a penchant for self-destruction. How fortuitous that you found each other. Joe can give you some pointers on how to disregard the Hippocratic Oath and still survive in this hospital. And if all else fails, she can give you some lessons on how to strip.
Hey, what the hell is going on here?
Hey.
Hey.
Joe tells me that Frank met with the recruiter about that university job. I was hoping I'd hear it from the horse's mouth.
He just left.
Well, maybe when he gets to Chicago, the whole thing will be some grand mistake.
How could they not be crazy about him? I have a confession to make.
Confession? Should I call Father Wysocki?
Just as long as you don't tell Frank. Part of me, a very big part of me, wishes he'd turn down the job and stay here. Am I horrible?
Not one bone in your body. Give me that. See that window over there? Well, that was Louis Perron's room. Sweet kid. Perfect manners. Absolutely the most gentle of souls. Nobody ever wanted them on their team. And he was a disaster with girls. I mean, he was terrified of them and allergic to the very air we all breathe. So he never came outside to play.
Poor kid.
I know. Every sport Frank played, he taught Louis. Until pretty soon Louis was the one selecting the teams. Now he's a big exec at some huge corporation. And that's the kind of guy Frank is. It's finally Frank's turn. Somebody passed him the ball. And if anybody deserves a shot, it's him.
So the position at the college just fell into your lap?
Well, I mean, they mentioned athletic director, and naturally I thought of you.
Naturally.
It's a dream job, Frank. I mean, I fail to see the problem here.
Maybe I'm having trouble understanding why you would go out of your way to help me.
It's you and Julie.
And you think that putting 700 miles between us would somehow benefit us?
Separations are always difficult, you know? But I thought that the job in Chicago would sort of equalize the playing field. If you know what I mean.
How's that?
Well, you know, most men would feel pretty uncomfortable earning a fraction of what a woman earns. And Julie's going to be pulling in a 6-figure salary one day. How much do you earn teaching English? Moonlighting as a paramedic?
Well, money's never been that important to me.
Yeah. Well, listen, a university position is nothing to scoff at.
Well, you know, us proud guys, we like to accomplish things on our own.
But you did. I mean, the offer was made on the basis of your work.
And so all you did was just steer the fates in my direction.
Listen, I'm really glad we got the situation clarified.
So am I. You know, I finally understand why Julie dropped the devil in name and invented a make-believe family. The last thing I'd want is to be associated with you.
Excuse me, but I think you've misunderstood me.
I don't think so.
The job offer came from Coulson, not
Don't
from me.
insult me.
I only meant to help you. I had no idea I was injuring your pride.
Save it.
It would be ridiculous if you let your animosity for me get in the way of accepting a great job.
Excuse me, I have to go. I have an offer to decline. You know, Julie's going to want to know why. And I don't lie to her.
Even when Frank was in the ER and we were all praying he'd make it through, I promised I wouldn't let anything set us off course. We both made mistakes, but we were going forward. I didn't realize that moving forward meant him moving so far away.
This is a terrific opportunity for Frank. And even though we're going to miss him like crazy, we got to show him that we're not going to fall apart when he leaves.
You're absolutely right.
That's the spirit. Tell Frank I'm coming later, okay?
All right.
Am I still smiling?
Good.
Bye.
I am tired of constantly finding you people at each other's throats. What is going on?
Joe and Karen have concocted this asinine theory that I jerry-rigged Kevin Collins' IV to knock her out of the surgical rotation.
Dr. Burgess, if I can just explain
This is
my
neither
side
the
of-
time nor the place. Now, there are procedures in place, and we will follow them to the letter. In the meantime, can we see if you can manage to act like doctors? At least while you're on duty.
Dr. Adams to cardiology. Dr. Monique.
Thank you, Dr. Burgess. Karen's just looking for a scapegoat. I told them my hands were clean, but they won't listen.
Why should they? You read Karen Wexler's letter, and you told me about it. It could appear that you intended to sabotage her, and if that's their perception, you have no one to blame but yourself.
Going head-to-head with Ramsey is not going to get us anywhere.
He can't get away with this.
I know. We are accusing a doctor of deliberate malpractice.
What, you think he's above a stunt like that?
No, I don't. But we don't have any proof.
All right, so let's get some.
Okay, but where do we start?
How about at the beginning?
Okay, fine. Maybe you're just losing your mind.
Oh, well, that makes me feel better.
No, what I mean is we've exhausted everything physically. Maybe if it's not that, it could be psychological.
Well, until I can talk to Kevin and see if there is something, going haywire in my brain, we're just going to do it my way.
Great. Which way would that be?
That would be that the fish sticks I had for lunch were bad.
Okay, so we're going to go with denial. That's a great way to live. Highly, highly recommended there, pal. You know what? This is just like when you decided after you'd been hit by a car and were placed in the hospital to leave on your own, badly hurt when no one was looking.
I had to find my daughter. Look, I got, 2 or 3 lives left here. But let's just say something is wrong with me.
No,
something...
no, don't.
No, let me finish, all right? You and Serena have been doing all this stuff together, and you've gotten really, really close. You may be right about having a woman as a role model, and I think you would make a hell of a mother. So, what I am trying to say is that I want you and Kevin to be Serena's guardians. I know that Dominique would want that. Lee and Gail would feel that way too. So, it would give me peace of mind to know that that's what would happen to Serena. So what do you say?
I can't say anything.
Speechless, huh? As a first.
Thank you. I can't tell you how much this means to me. I think you know it means the world to me. And
Of course, understand, I don't want anything to happen to you. It's not going to. That's the simple fact. We're going to be getting on each other's nerves till the millennium. And actually, if you think about it, hey, this little strange interlude actually did some good. You made me and Kevin Serena's guardians. Scott? Scott?
Excuse me while I kiss the sky.
think fast. Good eye.
What's this?
Getting the rest off for that cushy job, huh?
Hey, Julie, I don't know how to tell you this.
Whoa. They told us there were budget cuts.
Hello?
Hi.
Welcome to Shangri-La. Thanks to Lucy.
You certainly must be enjoying your stay here.
Nothing personal, but I can't wait to go home. Are you having any luck finding out who is responsible for that mistake with my IV?
Some.
I hate to be bothering you while you're recuperating, Kevin.
But we've hit a wall.
Anything I can do to help?
Kevin, do you remember anything? Anything at all before you went into surgery?
Yes, I do. I was pretty groggy, but I remember someone came into my room. Someone who was wearing black.
Black?
Yeah, I don't understand this. Why am I the bad guy? All I did was make a connection between a potentially fatal error in patient care and Wexler's emotional state. Instead of everyone railing against me, I would think someone should express a little appreciation.
Well, I wouldn't look to Karen for that if I were you. Now, I have heard your side. Back to work, Ramsey.
Dr. Ellis, 5882. Dr. Erica Ellis, 5882.
Come on.
Where are we?
Going to the ER.
No. Lucy, I told you I would see Kevin. And that's it.
I know, but you need help.
I'm not going to the hospital, all right? Not today.
Okay, that's good then, because I really want you to see Kevin. It's all right. Let's just go in and find Kevin, and everything will be all right, okay? Here you go. Go ahead.
Are we invisible?
Yeah, kind of. We are. This is a back stairway. Nobody ever uses a little exit here, and we're going to go see Doc, and then we'll see what happens, okay? Come on. You can make it. Come on. Oh.
I think it's a little too far for me.
No, it's not. You can make this. Come on, you can do it. Come on. No, don't do this on the stairway here. You gotta get up further. Come on, Scott, please, would you be quiet? Someone's gonna hear you. Don't do this.
Quiet.
Just try to stand
Quiet.
up, please. Someone is coming. Someone's coming. You gotta stand up. Scott, try to stand up. Someone is coming. Get up. Scott!
What are you doing here?
This is Bill Ritter. On Sunday, when it comes to kids in football, head injuries are more common and more dangerous than you think. Before you let your kid play ball, watch us. Good Morning America, Sunday.
Will Erica talk Jack into arranging a jailbreak? Watch what happens on All My Children today.